went to Botswana my last co-op term, and I worked with an organization that studies predators. And one of the main things I realized when I was there is that the main tool they use are GPS collars, and they have a really short lifetime, so their study durations are really severely shortened. So the purpose of our project is to harvest energy in order to extend the battery life of these collars and make them more useful to these researchers.
So we began first by evaluating some of the available energy sources, both in the environment and available energy sources on the animal. Of course, we realized that, being in Africa, the sun, solar energy is a very significant energy source there. And also because we're focusing on animals that are predators and they're hunting and moving, there's also a great source of kinetic energy. So we've really utilized the entire collar in our new design to take advantage of both of these sources. So first I'll show you here, we've added the solar panels around the outside of the collar. The solar panels will be charging 2 AA batteries, which are shown inside here. And the linear generator that will be inside the base of the collar here, the linear generator is moving when the animal's running, generating that kinetic energy. The linear generator is powering up a supercapacitor. Supercapacitor is similar to a normal capacitor, but it's got very high energy density, so that we can store a single GPS fix within that supercapacitor. Now the two systems are actually separate, and they come together to power this load, the light at the very tip here, this yellow light. So the biologist is looking for two key benefits. One is that they can set a fixed schedule, so that say on every minute or every hour we can obtain a fix. It's the rechargeable batteries that obtain that scheduled fix. So you'll see these lights turn on once a minute when our logic says that we've reached that scheduled fix. And then we've also got this built in, it's kind of a natural motion intelligence because of the linear generator, so that when the animal's running and you do want additional GPS fixes to track their behavior and see these hunting patterns, every time the supercapacitor charges up, we obtain another fix, giving them a greater volume of data when it's needed. Some of the really key benefits of this new design is that we're able to obtain, instead of the typical 4 fixes per hour, 60 fixes per hour, or 1 fix per minute. The biologists could also choose to extend their study by up to 2 years, from 1.5 years of current collars to 3.5 years using our collar. And I'd really like to emphasize also how these two components really work in concert together to harness energy throughout the day of the animal. So if the animal is, I said a small diagram here, when the animal is asleep at night, we're running off a schedule fix because we don't need that many fixes because they're just sleeping in one spot. When they wake up before the sun comes up and go hunting, they're generating this kinetic energy. And so we don't have solar energy, but we are generating kinetic energy to obtain additional fixes. And then we're estimating, conservatively, just 1 hour of sunlight per day for these solar panels, which charges back up that battery to continue those scheduled fixes. So not only does this meet their objectives, but it's also a very affordable solution. The energy harvesting technology is only about an extra $100, and our significantly reduced cost per fix means that these costs can be recovered in a matter of simply days. So I'm going to move forward here and do a quick demonstration for you. You've probably seen in the video here that these two lights on the right have been turning on and off once a minute. But I'll show you now that as we shake the supercapacitor, the animal's running, you'll see the lights on this side turn on. We've estimated just a 5-second, for prototyping, a 5-second fixed duration, or the GPS on for 5 seconds. So the animal's running, and we're going to keep grabbing these location fixes. So we've seen some really great, very promising outcomes with our initial modeling and simulations, and we've gotten some really positive feedback from our users. So we're excited to present to you the Forever Track research system. Thank you.